All right, so we are. We keep continuing on the left angle cross of Incarnation. The 6-2 and the 6-3. Aloofness. We know that what you're seeing here is the limitation of the tribe. Why do I say that? Think about what I have taught about the six-line process in the profile. We have this tripartite life process. We have this deep involvement in the first Saturn cycle. And then we have the on the roof cycle, the interaction between Saturn and the Chiron return. And this is what we call being on the roof and being me. So the roof is described as the aloof state. So one of the things to understand about the 44 gate is that the 44 gate is in no way prepared for the mutation that's coming. The 44 gate is nowhere prepared for the mutation that's coming. Not all six line are ready for this coming mutation. They aren't. And here you can see the limitation. The limitation here in the sixth line is to get stuck in a place. It says a perfect renormal in which the establishment of new form ensures us by the condemnation of the rejected. The awareness of patterns, which ensures one instinctive well-being and intolerance and arrogance of lesser mortals. The awareness of patterns which can bolster the ego of the expense of the well-being of others. Now remember that the sixth line is here to be a role model and that they're here to move from the objective. They go through the subjective into the objective and then the transcendence that is expected of them as a mutation. The 44-6 don't make that leap. They stay on the roof. They are enormously capable of hypocrisy on that roof. Now, when I say hypocrisy, again, remember that all I'm saying is do as I say, not as I do. And I'm not saying that's wrong. And I'm not saying hypocrisy is bad. I'm just saying do as I say, not as I do. And of course, this is one of the things that renews them from the condemnation of others. If you don't do what I say, you're inferior of a lesser being. So one of the things about the 44-6 is it doesn't know how to be an example. It knows how to be a leader, but it doesn't know how to be an example and is deeply threatened by being an example. Now, if you come into this cross, the 44 with the sixth line, one of the things that I'm concerned about is what these beings, their immune systems are not prepared for, their post-Chironian stage. Their immune system is not prepared. I think this gate is an indication of why I talk about the fact that the human species is beginning to die and is beginning to die out. And you can see the beginning, the roots of this in the sixth line. It's the beginning of the end for the species. So I have certain biological concerns about these people. I don't know how well equipped they are. It will be interesting to see statistically what that really means. The thing that is so impressive about the third line beings that they have learned to have a thick skin. Otherwise, they die. So if you're 6'2", it's one of the things that you learn in the beginning about the condemnation that can be there for others, how painful it is to feel when you're dealing with ego. Yet over and over and over again throughout all of these lines, what you get is the keynote of patterns. Now, this isn't the fifth gate. I described to you the aroma destiny. Density, the dog will, if you will. This is where the pattern is. The pattern is in the instinctive aroma density, and it's the pattern that's referred to throughout. And there's a limitation here. The limitation that there's no mutation possible when you get to the roof. There isn't. There is no mutation. It's just stuck. You're up on the roof. You're going to stay on the roof. You're going to keep watching the movie, and you're going to watch the ship sink. And of course, what are you facing? You're facing the quarter of mutation. It brings only one thing about for certain. Six, 16 gates pointed at death. That's what you get. 16th gate pointed at death. So you were at the very edge here. You're sitting on the 6-3 horse here. You have to see very clearly, you know, what you're out in front of you. You can see it, you can smell it, and in the end, everyone cries out the same thing. I don't mind, but it's the purpose. Along there's purpose, it is okay. That's really all about the purpose and to make sure that the purpose is going to be okay and that it feels right to you. So keep on your purpose, keep focused there, okay?